Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm here with an exciting topic today. We'll be talking about things that we used in dressmaking, and this particular subject or topic is for our beginners. Okay, so please like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so here we're going to talk about the things that we need. These are essentials to sewing. All right, so now we're going to talk about the first thing that we're going to need is our tape measure or our inch measure. All right, so we use this for taking body measurements, and also for cutting, for measuring fabrics to cut them out. All right, the next thing up, we're going to need our scissors. we cannot we cannot sew without our scissors, because we have to use this to cut our fabric pieces out. Okay, all right, so the next thing we have on our list, we're going to need our pin cushion. However, this is a magnetic pin cushion. All right, so some people will use this one, which is the fabric pin cushion that they use to just stick their pins in it when they're sewing to get it out of the way, you understand? Or this is the magnetic one when you're upgrading to something, something new comes on the market and you find it more effective than even this, because if a pin falls on the floor, then you can just use this to pick it up. So this is our magnetic pin cushion. All right, so next thing we'll need our pins. We'll need our pins for pinning fabrics together so that they won't move. Next thing up, we'll need our tailor's chalk. So that our tailor's chalk is used now for marking out the measurements. All right, so we'll need our seam rippers. This is for our errors or our mistakes when we, like, for example, go on sewing our fabrics together and we realize we need make a small mistake and we need to cut it out or just to pull it out. So this is our seam rippers, our seam ripper. All right, next thing up is our bobbins. Okay, so we use our bobbins in the sewing machine. So you have two kinds of bobbins. So you have the domestic bobbin, which we use in the domestic sewing machine, and we also have the industrial bobbins. This is for the bigger sewing machines, the more durable, sturdier sewing machines that do rougher work. So we use our industrial bobbin. All right, next thing we'll need our thread. We cannot sew on our sewing machine without the thread. All right, so these are just things that we're introducing to sewing. So this is introduction to sewing. All right, next up we'll have our needle. This is our machine needle. It comes in a pack like this. So this is the domestic sewing machine needle. All right, it is different from the industrial needle, and later on we'll talk more about, or if you need any more information, you can just add a comment and I'll explain further. Thank you. All right, so next up we will need our curve stick. So this is for remember, the body is not straight, right? It is curvy. So for example, we're making a skirt and we need to do the hip lines. We would use our hip curve to make that hip line, right? If you understand what I'm saying. Okay. All right, so next up, we'll also need our yardstick. So this is used for measuring out our fabrics, how much fabric we need to use to make whatever it is that we're making. We use it to draw straight lines. Okay. Next up, we'll need our sewing machine. How can we sew without our sewing machine, guys? So we'll need our sewing machine, and this is a Singer. Oh, this is our Singer sewing machine, and this is the domestic sewing machine. All right, this is our domestic sewing machine. So next up, we'll need our iron. So this is our iron that we use for ironing out seams or creases or any ruffles. This is our iron. So we're going to need our iron. All right. And how can we iron without an ironing board? So this is a desktop iron board, or it's a tailor's iron board. You know, we have our regular ironing board. However, this is kind of so convenient because when you place it, this one can be placed on top of the desk or on top of your cutting table. And speaking of cutting table, guys, how can we sew or cut without our cutting table? And my cutting table is huge, so therefore it is right here behind me. This is my cutting table. All right. And next up, we'll also need, and for final, not final, we'll also need our pinking shear. So this pinking shear now is used when we don't have a serger, because you know that when we're sewing, the machine, the fabric will reel out. So therefore, we can use this to seal the edges. And let's see the grit in here, it will seal the edges. So if you need further demonstration, you can add it in the comments and we'll talk about it further. All right, so last but not least, we would need a storage box. All right, so you use your storage box for storing all these that are listed here. And so this is our storage box. It can be made out of anything as long as it can store your essentials or your items. All right, so don't forget to like my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All right, and if there's any other thing that you would need to know, you can just leave it in the comment section and I'll get right back to you.